Modern Warfare 2, baby. I'm here to get all of the achievements. Let's get you up to speed. We're kicking things off immediately, ripping off an endgame. Spawn teaches me how to fight, and I'm gonna use everything I've learned on the nearest targets. I'm also gonna be stealing every bit of intel I can get my hands on, even if it's already at our base. Jesus, it's not that hard, come on now. First real mission, and I'm starting it on my ass. Luckily, this General Shepard guy was here to help me up. I've never heard of a general on the front lines, so he seems like a real stand-up guy if you can even compute the humor of what I'm saying. You should have said that like 2 seconds earlier. I ended up taking the town and getting recruited by Shepard, because in the span of 15 minutes, I became the single most effective soldier the army has ever seen. I'm a little stressed out, I must say. It's only 3 levels in, and we're already at one of the most iconic missions of the game, Cliffhanger. You're playing Ice Climber's first thing, then you pull out this alien technology. Seriously. Who thought this made sense? It's like 50 years ahead of anything else. The game's called Modern Warfare. If you want to have this, you'd have to call it something stupid, like, I don't know, Advanced Warfare. There's a couple achievements you can get here. You can knife this guy while he's sleeping, and that's okay, I guess. But the other one, you're sneaking through the base like Metal Gear Solid Snake, just fucking...
Took a scenic bit, man.
I took 20 seconds, you fucking guy. Some little bastard man left their intel next to some trees, and then I made an exit at breakneck speed, almost killing Soap in the process. Holy shit.
This man, Makarov, is fighting his own war, and he has no rules, no boundaries. He doesn't flinch at torture, human trafficking, or genocide.
Ah, come on. He can't be that bad. Let me talk to him. Okay, so I talked to Makarov, and I'm starting to think that he maybe can't be helped as much as I originally thought. I would move on to the next clip. Move, run along now. Go to the next clip. Go to the next clip. Okay, we have now completed the mission terminal, and that was the most harrowing shit I have ever gone through. So I think I'm gonna take this opportunity to sneak away from the group. Oh, come on now. A little while later, I dropped into a favela, which has some memories attached to it. It was also the first place I saw some akimbo weapons, so I decided now was a good time to get 10 kills with them. On Veteran, in the mission where enemies come from every direction. With my massive intellect, I got 10 kills with the Deagles, but I didn't get the achievement. Why was this? Well, if you have actual reading comprehension, you'd know that you have to get 10 kills in a row with akimbo weapons. And I absentmindedly threw a grenade back and killed an enemy off screen. Then, I ran out of ammo, but luckily there were way less accurate Uzis nearby, so I was still able to clean up the achievement. There we go! Look, my twins! We've been chasing Rojas for a while. We've got to be almost caught up. Oh, there he is. Wolverines, baby! You ever daydream about an armed intruder breaking into your class and you just pull out some John Wick shit? This is that, except it's the entire East Coast. It's so fucking cool. Damn, wait, did you see those plants moving? Indestructible they are. Going in the doghouse, roger. Oh. Shoulders too wide, I unfortunately cannot go into the doghouse. The mission name and the achievement for beating it are references to Red Dawn. Subtle, I know. Russia invades the US in that movie as well, so they naturally took some inspiration from it. Achievement! Yeah! Hey, buddy. You should have focused on your sody pop. Intel acquired, we got the intel. Intel. We got the intel. You know what I'm saying? Now we're at an oil rig, which is basically a slow-mo breach simulator. But that's okay, because this was the first car to do it, so it was cool and not played out yet. I took the oil rig, and now guess what it's time for? Time for the fucking gulag, baby! We're breaking in so we can break out this guy, Prisoner 627. Apparently, he's Makarov's weakness. Probably gonna make him a really big sandwich and he'll just turn himself in. I killed him in with a shield because I craved blood and came across the worst night vision I have ever seen. Why is it doing this? This is actual ass. I'm seeing God every time I aim down my sights. What the fuck? Am I supposed to turn it off? Anyway, we're doing one more breach to save the sandwich guy. I believe his name is Lenny. He looks like a Lenny. That is not Lenny. We skedaddled with Price in tow, and now I'm back stateside where things are looking bad. Like, really, really bad. The harrowing music swells as you duck in and out of impromptu trenches, making your way to the Department of Commerce. Choppers are spread too thin with evacuating civilians. There's so much intensity moving from office to office while at an overwhelming disadvantage. We have been invaded and brother, we are losing. But all is not lost. After fighting up the floors, you come across an enemy weapon cache. Javelin missiles and a 50 cal. Exactly what we need to get the evac choppers out of here and swing the momentum of this fight. And now that we've done our job, we gotta get to the chopper on the roof and get out ourselves. Unfortunately, our luck ran out before we could get away. Low on ammo, no help of rescue. The only thing you can do is steal extra seconds of life before the screen fades to white. Snow level. We're dropping into Snow Gillied Up, and Price kinda hinted that he's ready to do war crimes, but we all brush it off because he's a big jokester. I'm starting to think that he was not joking this time. Luckily, he detonated it in the upper atmosphere, causing an EMP effect, saving our boys in the process with no civilian casualties, except this guy, and everyone on this plane, and the thousands of people who will get cancer in the coming decades. For such an action-heavy franchise, you wouldn't expect to have such a tense, slow burn level. I didn't remember it either, so when I got here, I was genuinely on edge. Every corner was a threat, and not knowing if you need to shoot someone is somehow way worse than knowing they're trying to kill you. Now, I know what you're thinking. How could they make this game in 2009 and can't even do half as well now? And the answer is simple, because the Dark Side Chronicles also came out the same year. Let me explain. Resident Evil and Call of Duty were my most played series growing up. Mr. Video Game caught wind of this and decided that if one franchise was doing well, the other one would fucking suck. And the better one did, the more the other would be a dumpster fire. Every single time. Call of Duty Black Ops 2. You wanna guess what game came out a month earlier? I'm just saying. Hey, I heard about these guys called the Tunnel Snakes, and I'm given to believe that the Tunnel Snakes rule, so I think we should get topside as soon as possible. I would like to fight the Tunnel Snakes now. I fought off the big scary guys with guns and managed to pop a flare at the top of my White House to avoid getting blown up by my own guys. This is a very normal mission where nothing happens. Well, except for the minefield, the smoke grenades, the snipers, the fucking explosion-proof jeeps, like what the hell is up with that? And this, I've never seen this before, I don't know what this is. Changing the subject, this is a great mission to get the Desperado achievement since there's like 30 weapons in the estate. I gotta plug up this little gizmo and steal a bunch of data, and the guys who don't want me to do that start pouring in from every entrance. Unfortunately for them, they don't know the power of the staircase. Up here, I have the high ground and am impervious to their attacks. They can do nothing. I didn't know they could do that. I am going to die. But will I die after? I'm gonna die.
You have the DSM. We got it, sir. Good. That's one less loose end. No!
Oh, I get it. His name's Ghost, so they killed him. It's like poetry, it rhymes. Now for the enemy of my enemy, which this level fucking sucks, man. Price talks to Makarov and agrees to a very short-term alliance in exchange for information on General Shepard's base of operations. We get out in a very cinematic way and waste no time hauling ass to Shepard. He's built up a whole compound around himself and it only took 20 minutes to tear through it. This breach was pretty hard though. What? Maybe they should have filled every room with explosives. I got the very last intel for an achievement right before the final boss of the game, the boat. I remembered the helicopter being a piece of shit on Veteran, but I didn't even need to get there to start being mad. What? The helicopter did still suck. What? But it felt a lot more like something to be learned instead of just bullshit RNG. A quick trip down a waterfall and it is time for the final showdown. Sorry, I tried to throw in reverse. Shepard, Brusky. Brusky. Shepard. Why are you the most spry? Aren't you like 70? Hoo, 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 hoo. Hi-ya! Well, that sucks. That really sucks. Oh. Yeah! Pull it! Pull it out! Pull it! Pull it! The price of war? There's just so much detail and care put into this game. This Russian guy is still trying to get out of his parachute. Your guy in the chair opens the wrong door first in the gulag. You're with the homies waiting on a building to get bombed. If you walk into the Burger King parking lot, you actually get shot at. There's just these moments of realism scattered throughout the story, and they never call attention to themselves. It's just on to the next thing. There are some weak sections near the end, like the scrapyard and dealing with the randomness of the boat section, but playing it all these years later, the story still captivates me like it just came out. And for that reason, I've got to give Modern Warfare 2 my biggest 9 out of 10. And now that I've gotten my thoughts out there, the time has finally come to end the video.